Hey guys, 89 Western here. Well, 1011. Um, uh, the stream hopefully is doing good. I'm using Hangouts on Air this time instead of using OBS. OBS makes it lag for some reason, so it's a late night stream, and yeah, it's going to be cool, hopefully. And yeah, so let's get on with it. Right now I'm trying to figure out what I want to do in the stream because I'm a little bored. So, um, hmm, no one's else is watching besides me, which I'm on just to make sure. Yeah. Uh, Let me mute the audio. You might have heard that for a second. Just making sure the stream is running well. Um, I guess I'll do a little bit of I don't know yet. This is my first stream. Um, Let me get open the uh, screen recorder. Well, let's see chat. Okay, nothing in chat yet. I'm going to screen share this. Okay, listen. Wait for the light to stop. Okay. Today, I think I'm going to do a riff of of Thomas and early Thomas as well. So please don't get mad at me. It's just going to be a joke. I have the perfect one. Original Thomas saves today. Well, should it be restored? Yes, it should be restored.
Every day, Sir Topham Hatt came to the station to catch his train. Hello.
Okay, why is he catching the train? He came to the sheds, and he always says hello to Thomas. He isn't catching the train. All he's doing is going up there and saying hello to Thomas. They are at the sheds. So there's something to think about.
Oh, he always said to Thomas, don't let the silly freight cars tease you. Remember, you have an important job as a special helper in the train yard.
Specials? Well, really, more of that is in the later seasons. But anyway.
There were lots of freight cars, and Thomas worked very hard pushing and pulling them into place.
Oh, there was what is that face there? Couldn't they add in maybe a regular a troublesome truck face? I don't like that face. I mean, it's classic, but it's not good. At least that's what I'm saying. Yeah, and keep in mind this is all just a joke, but I'm going to continue on with the riff.
And pulling them into place. There was also a small coach and two strange things his driver called cranes.
Well, that's better than what they called it in Thomas One Railway. I can understand it calling on the box breakdown train, but on the actual crane it should have been breakdown crane. See, that doesn't make sense to me, actually. This is more of a kind of discussion on the episode, sort of, more than a riff. But still, like, why is my number one question.
That's the breakdown train, he told Thomas. The cranes are for lifting heavy things like engines and coaches and freight cars. What?
Drugs.
One day, Thomas was in the yard. Suddenly, he heard...
Wait, why is Thomas already a little bit, horrified before James even comes through with the whistle? I understand it makes sense once, like, since he's still doing that. And then there's a shot of the famous "Oh face." Anyway, let's get on with it.
Heard an engine whistling. Help! Help! A freight train came right.
Wait a second. I know they only have like limited shots of like where they can do the engines actually going along, but why did it show trees there? I don't think there is a forest there. I mean, unless it's like magical or something. Ugh. Magic Railroad flashbacks. Anyway.
Too fast. The engine was James, and he was frightened.
Wait a second.
Fast.
What? It looks like there's a sparkler there. Okay. It looked impressive when I first saw it, and now it just looks like someone put a sparkler there, and they forgot that this was a train show, and yeah, now there's the train and James is probably going to explode now. Not really, but still.
James, he was frightened. His brake blocks were on fire. They're pushing me! They're pushing me! He panted. On! Laughed the freight cars, still whistling.
Trucks!
Help! Poor James disappeared. I'd like to teach those freight cars a lesson, said Thomas the Tank Engine.
Good. You actually added on the rest of the name. I applaud you for that. I'm just joking around, but seriously, I don't like when people put in the titles Thomas the Train. It's Thomas the Tank Engine. A train is what Thomas pulls. That's why in the UK it's called Thomas's Train. Not Thomas the Train, Thomas's Train. Anyway, now that that little mini rant is out of the way.
Soon came the alarm. James is off the line. The breakdown train. Quickly.
Wait, I'm sorry, I missed
Lesson, said Thomas the Tank Engine. Soon came the
alarm. Oh no,
school's
out. Yay.
The breakdown train. Quickly.
I've noticed some of the
Thomas was coupled up.
Some of the like that wood figure there. It reminds me of Ringo Starr almost in a way, like with the beard and stuff. But that might, I don't know, just kind of reminds me of that. They could have done that kind of as a tribute since he's first recorded this first two series. But anyway.
On and off they went.
Oh no, Daisy's worst nightmare. Milk tankers. Ugh. Checking stream chat. A second person liked. Checking, yeah. Okay. Okay, going back to the video.
Worked his hardest. Hurry, 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 he puffed.
Okay, he says hurry. Yeah, that's probably the slowest I've ever seen Thomas go. Also, can we mention how Thomas was having a hard time catching up to Diesel in Misty Island Rescue when he's trying to, with logs, I forgot the name of them because it's been like years since I've actually watched it. Diesel's top speed is 20 miles per hour since he's a Diesel class 08 class shunter. Thomas can go faster than that. I don't know the exact speed, but what, did they just forget their railway logic that day? Well, then again, Sharon Miller did write it, so I mean... Anyway, let's get on with this.
He wasn't pretending to be like Gordon. He really meant it. Bother those cars and their tricks.
He meant it.
I hope poor James isn't hurt.
Troublesome trucks.
James's driver and firemen were feeling him all over to see if he was hurt.
Okay. Did they get hurt?
Never mind, James.
And also,
it was those silly freight cars and your...
What does that cow feel after that experience? Just like, what happened? I'm scared for my life now.
Old wooden brakes that caused the accident. Thomas pushed the breakdown train alongside. Then he pulled away the unhurt freight cars. Oh dear, they groaned. Serves you right, puffed Thomas.
Now, can I say real quick, I actually like the troublesome trucks getting taken away theme, because it's kind of like a mix between kind of like that starting and kind of the Thomas branch line theme, the kind of like the busy station theme sorta, and it kind of combines it with the breakdown train and creates that little.
He was hard at work, puffing backwards and forwards all afternoon. This'll teach you a lesson, he told the freight cars. And they answered, yes it will, yes it will.
No it won't. It seriously won't. All it will do is make them not mess with an engine for maybe a week and a half. I mean, that's all I can think of, at least. Oops, just accidentally went.
They left the broken cars. Then, with two cranes, they put James back on the rails.
Okay, I know James must be heavy, but it is so slow. Just like the stream is. But anyway, Thomas is just like, what have I witnessed? I'm actually wondering what they used for like the dirt in James' wheels and how they got out, because it kind of looks like it's almost stuck there.
Ooh, but he couldn't, so Thomas helped him back to the shed. Sir Topham Hatt was waiting anxiously for them. Well, Thomas, he said, I've heard all about it, and I'm very pleased with you. You're a really useful engine.
He's a really useful engine, you know. Sorry, my singing voice isn't the best right now. Lace it up and I might be able to do it. He's a really useful engine, you know. All the other engines, they'll tell you so. Okay, anyway.
James shall have some proper brakes and a new coat of paint.
Okay, that makes sense, because James probably would need a new coat of paint, and those proper brakes are due. So, good.
And you shall have a branch line all to yourself.
Okay, what's the reason? Oh, wait a second. He doesn't give a reason. Audrey, can you please explain? Can you bring up the text from the book? Okay, let's see. Bringing up my Thomas the Tank Engine The Complete Collection book. Let's see. Probably Audrey gave a reason, but they just didn't include it in. Because they included it in the Adventure Begins, so that makes sense. Well, it says, James shall have some proper brakes and a new coat of paint, and you shall have a branch line all to yourself. Wait a second. It doesn't give a reason. The Adventure Begins adapted it, well, didn't really add something that should have been in that original book. Oh my gosh. Someone call an ambulance. I think I'm having a heart attack. Not really. Okay, and I paused it at the right moment to kind of show you the season 1 wonky eyes, as I coined the term. I mean, look at Thomas's eyes. He's just like,
oh, thank you, sir, said Thomas. Now, Thomas,
don't put your eyes up too much farther. They might roll onto the back of your head.
Is as happy as can be. He has a branch line and 2 coaches called Annie and Clarabelle. He puffs proudly backwards and forwards.
Okay, Thomas, you are going way too fast. I think you're trying to be like Gordon here. At least your eyes aren't wonky this time, so I'll give you props for that.
With them all day. He is never lonely. Edward and Henry stop.
No, he is lonely because all he has is Annie and Clarabelle, and otherwise he like that branch line is all to himself. He doesn't have Percy or Toby yet, so that's kind of sad.
Up quite often and tell him the news. Gordon is always in a hurry, but never forgets to say boop boop, and Thomas always whistles.
Okay, I need to say this. I can't understand it being peep peep for Thomas, because that actually sounds like it would be his whistle, but poop poop. Okay, I can just imagine this. YouTube. Poop poop for a Thomas YouTube poop. Okay, let's continue on with this.
Beep beep in return.
Okay, there we go. Now, so yeah, that is it for the moment. Let me think of something else to do. Oh yeah, I want to show you guys this really cool channel, and I'll do it the other way since, what is his name again? I'll just search up his old name. Yeah, TTTE Models. Now, I want you to look at this video. Nothing looks out of the ordinary so far. It looks like a white Thomas is puffing down some tracks. Now, fast forward once. Okay, let's take a look at this Thomas. Look how accurate it is to season 1. You can't see it very good there. It's not even painted yet, but he already has the wheels painted and everything. And I also need to show you one of the better ways to actually see it. Let me check my Hangouts. Oh geez, that did not work out too well. Yeah. And this one, like, look at this. He even has a moving eye mechanism in Thomas. So that is pretty good. Well, you can see it really more here.
They don't mind what Thomas says to them, because they know he is trying to please the Fat Controller. And they know, too, that if Thomas...
How do we know he's trying to please the Fat Controller? How do we know he doesn't have a secret plan to somehow get the Fat Controller fired or something? Look at that face. He's looking at his buffers. That means he knows he's guilty of something. We found something. We found something.
This is cross. He's not cross with them. One day they had to wait for Henry's train, which made Thomas very cross.
Okay. So that's it. Sorry, for me it's 11:52. So yeah. Also, anyone who's watching who's American, happy 4th of July. Okay. Anyway, what I need you guys to do is nothing. What I suggest is to your friends or something. Because, I mean, I need some people on so I can actually continue this live stream. Because otherwise I'm just going to end it off here. Here in a couple minutes, I'll show you my rare. Let you guys see what I'm talking about when I show it. I just turn. I can't show. I'm going to show participants. I'm going to turn off screen sharing. Okay. So now it's just me talking to you guys. So how are you doing? Are you doing pretty good? I don't know right now. I'm bored. Um. Anyway. Um. Uh. Um. Guys, give me something to do. I don't know. Um. Also, I asked the little Western to do, like make me a profile pic. I hope he is able to do it. Like, I'm okay if he's not able to, but he is going to, if he is able to, going to do Duck, Oliver, Donald, and Douglas in representation for 8, 9, 10, 11 in my name. Um. Oh, I need you guys to hear this. I don't know if you've already heard it or not, but oh, it is beautiful. It's by Tynes Sassy. I don't know how to say his name. I'm sorry. Sorry if I butchered your name. Anyway, um, I'll let you listen to it. Actually, I want to look at this real quick.
All kinds of there are passive rest, special training. This is
Okay, that sounds good. That one's by Leitch Watton. It's the Flying Kipper Epic Orchestra cover. Let's skip to the good part. Okay, guys. Guess I'm going to end off the stream here. No one's actually watching. So yeah, guys. If these streams get more popular, I'll do more. But until then, yeah. So see you later, everybody. Good night.